Imagine this. A teenager lies motionless on his bedroom floor, breathing heavily, live on a stream watched by thousands. Panic ensues in the chat. Is this real? Did we just witness the unthinkable? Just a few moments earlier, he was yelling, his energy, as always, at maximum. But now, silence. Thousands hold their breath. The kid who started from nothing, no viewers, no one believing in him, now commands an audience of millions. But at this moment, they're all witnessing what could be his tragic end. Is this the climax of his roller coaster life? Let me take you back to where this all started. All right, let's rewind a bit. Picture this, the bustling streets of Cincinnati, Ohio. It's not exactly where you'd expect the next internet sensation to emerge, but in a small cluttered bedroom, a young Darren Watkins Jr., better known as IShowSpeed, was crafting his destiny. Darren was just like any other high schooler, juggling homework, a part-time job, and a secret passion for streaming. But unlike others, he had an unshakable belief in himself. Every night, he would rig up his makeshift streaming setup, a hand-me-down computer, a barely working webcam, and a headset that crackled with every word. His audience? Zero. Yet he was undeterred. He spoke with the same energy and excitement as if addressing thousands. The world hadn't discovered him yet, but he was ready, waiting for that moment when everything would change. Back then, Darren's life was nothing out of the ordinary. School was a grind. Teachers frustratingly droned on about math and history. His friends? They were supportive, but hardly believed in his streaming dreams. Darren was the class clown, the kid always getting into trouble for being a little too loud, a little too much energy in a world that tried to tone him down. Yet, in those midnight hours, when the house was silent and the world seemed asleep, Darren's room came alive. He played games, shared stories, and most importantly, he practiced. He practiced talking to an imaginary audience, imagining a massive crowd cheering him on. The thrill of the potential kept him going, kept him dreaming of a day he'd break out of this small town and into the world. But here's the thing, something was changing. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, numbers started trickling in. One viewer turned to 3 to 10. At first, it was exhilarating. Darren's energy was infectious, his loud, unfiltered personality, a breath of fresh air in a polished, restrained streaming landscape. But then, rumors started spreading. Some said that he was just too much, that his antics were over the top. A few controversial moments here and there, and suddenly, he wasn't just gaining fans, he was gaining critics. His streams were becoming wild, unpredictable, and for some longtime viewers, even a bit concerning. Yet these were the things that drew in droves of new eyes, each logging in to see just what madness Darren would unleash next. Then things took a darker turn. Darren, now IShowSpeed, was no stranger to controversy, but this was different. His explosive rants and unpredictable behavior led to suspensions and bans on multiple platforms. Each time, it seemed like it could be the end of his rising star. But instead of diminishing, his notoriety grew. People couldn't stop talking about him. Was he a genius provocateur or just too reckless to handle? But wait, it gets so much worse. One day, during what seemed like a routine stream, Darren's health took a sudden, terrifying turn. Mid-sentence, his speech slurred and he collapsed. The chat exploded with panic, confusion, horror. Was this a stunt, a ploy for views, or was it genuinely life-threatening? The internet was buzzing, every viewer holding their breath, waiting, hoping for a sign that he was okay. Now, if you're as hooked on this story as I am, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more jaw-dropping tales. And trust me, you're going to want to stay around because what happens next is even crazier. IShowSpeed's story is far from over. So, let's talk about the aftermath of that stream. Darren was rushed to the hospital, and fans were left in the dark about what had really happened. Speculation ran wild. Was it exhaustion, stress, or something much, much worse? Meanwhile, his streams were still gaining traction. Clips of the incident circulated, some calling it a cry for help, others branding it as a publicity stunt. But amidst the chaos, Darren did something unexpected. He took a brief hiatus, a chance to regroup, to reconsider his approach, his health, only to return more explosive and erratic than ever. This time, however, he had the world's eyes on him, including someone he idolized, Cristiano Ronaldo. You are not going to believe this, but Ronaldo actually acknowledged him, a nod that sent Darren's already meteoric rise into the stratosphere. The moment we'd all been waiting for. Darren, live on stream, reacting to a personal shout-out from Cristiano Ronaldo himself. His eyes widened, his jaw dropped. The internet erupted in a frenzy of disbelief and ecstasy. It's the kind of moment that seemed written for a movie, a testament to how far this kid from Cincinnati had come. But here's where things get wild. Instead of mellowing out, Darren doubled down on his unpredictable persona. He teetered on the edge of chaos, pushing boundaries with each stream. His antics, more outrageous than ever, kept viewers glued to their screens. Yet, beneath the bravado, there was something vulnerable, something real about Darren. He wasn't just a character, he was a living paradox, too extreme to comprehend, too human to ignore. So, what happened next? After the initial excitement faded, Darren faced a crossroads. With fame came scrutiny, and with scrutiny came pressure. It's one thing to entertain millions, it's another to keep them interested without losing oneself. Darren began to reflect on his journey, the highs, the lows, the moments that nearly broke him. And slowly, a shift began. He started to open up more, share his thoughts, his fears. Fans noticed the change, some embraced it, others reminisced about the old, wilder days. But through all this, one thing remained constant, Darren's indomitable spirit. He had created a space where he could be himself, completely unfiltered, unapologetically real. And for many, that was enough. They saw a part of themselves in him, a reminder that sometimes it's okay to be a little unhinged. What do you think? Is IShowSpeed a genius of modern entertainment or just a lucky provocateur? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay updated with more amazing stories. And remember, this is just the beginning for IShowSpeed. Who knows where he'll go next?